Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to a Cartoon Royal Rumble. It's going to be a good one. We're going to have adult cartoons, we're going to have Disney cartoons, we're going to have all sorts of cartoons. And let me just remind you, this is not for kids, okay? It's not for kids because we are going to have the adult cartoons in here. We're not going to have any anime. I know some people say, well, some people argue anime and cartoons are different, and I think they are. So we're not going to have any anime. I'm also not going to put any, digital, cartoons, Shrek, stuff like that in. Mr. Incredible. I'm going to stick to these type of cartoons right here. The Disney, the hand-drawn ones. Of course, I know they do it differently now, but we're starting off with Gaston. And now we got Skeletor in the house. So, yeah, I'm trying to stay away from the Pixar and the anime on this. So we're going to just stick to the basics. But we will have adult cartoons and Disney cartoons and cartoons like Skeletor here. And Skeletor seems very excited for this Rumble. And we're kicking things off with Skeletor versus Gaston. I love that name, Gaston. I want to name my kid Gaston. That's what I'm going to name my kid. And He-Man is number 3. So we got He-Man and Skeletor. I tried to pick people from different shows, but in this case I had to have both. And I think there's another one where you're going to see 2 or 3 on the same show, but for the most part I try to pick people from the same thing. I think we have a Disney movie where I picked about 2 or 3 people from the same thing, so. And Mickey Mouse is number 4. So Mickey in the house. Mickey Mouse is in the house at number 4. And look at Gaston with the power bomb. And Mr. Smee is number 5. I love Mr. Smee. Mr. Smee is Captain Hook's friend. And Eric Cartman's number 6 from South Park. Eric Cartman coming in at number 6. So, and that one was made by Lucas. Lucas did a great job. A couple of these made by Lucas. Some of the adult cartoons he made. He did a really good job with those. So make sure you download them. So show him some support. And Mickey may have just saved Eric with that drop kick. And this was this was on a poll. And people wanted to see this Rumble more than any Rumble. More than the anime, more than the TV, more than a lot of them. And Gaston is gone. And number 7 is Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy. So another great one from my generation. I kind of remember that show. I think they really like the Candy Jawbreakers. Which it made me want to try a Jawbreaker. Now I'm like, those are not as good as they made them out to be. I believe that was the candy that they ate. And I got a big surprise on here, too. It may be the next one. We'll see. Nah. But there is going to be a big surprise. But we got Ron Stoppable from Kim Possible. So we've never had him on here. So that's cool. I saw him and I was like, oh, we definitely have to have him. He's not a great character, though, but, you know, Kim obviously is way better. But and Mickey Mouse in trouble here. And here's the big surprise. Him, everyone's favorite. Used to terrify me as a child. And him is in the house, but, oh yes, him's still in. Him is amazing. Because, I mean, him is terrifying. So, the crab hands, devil look, terrifying. Used to terrify me as a kid from the Powerpuff Girls. And the way him speaks in that bathtub scene, scary. Oh my goodness. Bathtub scene, so scary. But we had to have him. I actually have a Funko Pop of him, and it's worth a lot of money. But I don't want to get rid of it, because him's just an iconic character. Whether you like him or not, very iconic. And Mojo Jojo's awesome too. I like both of them. The other villains, not so much, but Eric Cartman has eliminated him, so much for that. And number 10 is Bugs Bunny. And He-Man eliminates Skeletor. Well, no, Skeletor's still hanging on. And look at He-Man punching Ron. I didn't know his name was Ron. And he's such, like, Kim is the better character, obviously. It's not even a comparison. And Ed is done. And we're going to see who's next. What a great start to this Cartoon Royal Rumble, though. And we still have that flickering going on. There's nothing I can do about that. I know a couple people have said stuff about it, like, why does it do that? Or is there something wrong with your thing? No, it's not. It's not my system. It's not my recording device I'm using. It's the game. And Eric Cartman has been eliminated. And number 11 is Captain Hook. And there goes Ron. And look at Skeletor throwing Mickey Mouse out. And Homer's number 12. And Homer also was made by Lucas also. He makes a lot of really good cartoons. That's his specialty. He didn't make all of these, but he made a few of them. So, like I said, make sure you download his stuff. I think the more downloads you get, the more you get to create. So, it's very important. Usually he doesn't have to worry about it, though, because a lot of other people get his stuff. Danny Phantom is number 13. So, Danny coming in at 13. And oh man, he's flying in here. He's flying in here. And look at Captain Hook and Bugs Bunny fighting one another. And He-Man and Skeletor, they're both trying to get rid of Homer. Homer's not having it, though. He's taking them both on. And number 14 is Omni-Man, one of my favorites, from the cartoon Invincible, which is definitely not for kids. That one really, you would think, like, even when you watch the first episode, I think there's hardly any language or any blood. And then at the end of that episode, you're just like, jaw is completely dropped in the last 5 minutes. Because, it just, everything hits the fan. It's a game changer. It's one of the biggest twists ever in a show. If you ever watch that show, make sure you watch even after the credits. Because I hate when they do that, though. Because imagine, I can't. And we got the guy from Adventure Time, Jake. I believe his name's Jake. I couldn't see from here what the name said, but like the way I'm shooting this, I'm kind of backed up from the screen and stuff to avoid some of the sounds and stuff. So sometimes I can't see like the bottom of the screen that good. And probably I also need glasses, probably. So. And look at Omni-Man just threw Bugs Bunny down. And Omni-Man in trouble. Bugs Bunny going after him. I think Bugs Bunny has like 100 overall. So that's a crazy overall. Crazy amount to have. And Bugs Bunny, I thought he was about to get cheap shotted. He-Man's been eliminated, though. Bugs Bunny eliminates He-Man. Skeletor is still in this thing. So he is definitely the one to beat right now. He's been in here since number 2. So that's exciting. We'll see how far he can go. And he outlived He-Man. So I bet you he's happy about that. And look, we see 2 eliminations may happen here. They may both survive this. They may both survive. And look at Jake going after Skeletor. And a nice drop kick. So Skeletor is done. Skeletor is finally done. Let's see how far he made it. He made it halfway. So good performance. Shaggy is number 16. I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot more eliminations. And look at Homer here. And Homer with an elimination. Oh, and then a spear. Yeah, Lucas makes his guys really good. So he made Homer, Eric, Peter. He made all 3 of those that I use. And Danny Phantom. Oh, man, look at that. I always like Danny Phantom's attire. I think Danny Phantom has one of the coolest attires. And they need to, like, do more with that character. Like, maybe make a movie? Maybe they have. I don't know. Maybe they have made a movie. That's a good idea. Captain Planet, though, I'm not a big fan of him. I really haven't watched it enough, so I really can't judge it, but it just comes off to me as pretty lame. Kind of like the Magic School Bus is really lame, I think. And there's one show that I don't like that gets me so much hate. When I even say it out in public, it's like people will literally, their jaws will drop. It's like a silence in the room when I say I don't like SpongeBob. It's like a silence in the room. It's like one of the worst things you can say. Apparently. I am Squidward. I am the embodiment of Squidward. I find him annoying. I want to be left alone. I don't like the noise he makes. Everything about Squidward, I am. And that is a fact. A lot of people don't like when I say, but you got to understand, when I was growing up, SpongeBob was like the period where I stopped watching cartoons. It was around that time because I just wasn't into them as much as I was younger. I still like some, but I prefer the adult cartoons now because it's adult humor. It's not, but I mean, you can still enjoy cartoons no matter what age you are. And then there's still some cartoons like the Batman animated series, Gargoyles, stuff like that is still good. But SpongeBob is when I stopped watching cartoons heavily. So, and Shaggy. And number 19 is Ben 10. I like Ben 10. I did watch Ben 10 after that period where I stopped watching cartoons. I did watch that one a little bit. There was one episode one time that me and my friend, we couldn't stop laughing. We were laughing at things that, we got in like this laughing spell, and we were laughing at things that weren't even funny. So, it was pretty crazy. I forget, it's this episode where there's like this canister, and everyone is trying to get it. I don't know what episode that is. There's probably hundreds of episodes. But it's like this container, and these people are fighting over it. That's all I remember. And Mordecai's 20. I don't even know who he is. So, I know some of you all love him, though. I have no idea who Mordecai is. But I put him in here for you all. Because some of you people that are younger know who he is. He's just not my generation of cartoons. Shaggy is, And here I come at number 21. I'm number 21, everyone. Squidward. Squidward at 21. And Homer going to try to get rid of Mordecai here. And oh my goodness, there I go. Captain Hook eliminated me. And there goes Homer. So Captain Hook eliminates Homer. And number 22 is Johnny Bravo. Mordecai going after Bravo. Bravo was always an interesting character. And I believe that Seth MacFarlane had something to do with his creation. I bet you all didn't know that. I believe, I'm not 100% on that. I'm 99% though. That I read something about Seth MacFarlane being involved a lot with Johnny Bravo. Which is a possibility. I mean, I think it's true though. Number 23 is Jack Skeleton. Wait, is his face missing? Oh my goodness. Come on. Really? I hate when this happens. I hate when it happens. Oh, man. His face is missing. We're going through that again. Well, that makes it funny. But you know what? I kind of cheated there because I didn't put in Shrek, but I put in Jack Skeleton. And I said I wasn't going to like do the advanced, I guess it's like advanced animation, like digital. So I did break my rule. But he doesn't even have a face, so that's the least I could do for him. And now Captain Planet's getting rid of him. Trying to get rid of him. Yeah, I might as well put Shrek and Sully in, and Mr. Incredible, and Woody, and whatever. I just forgot. And Stitch is 25. I was mainly sticking to like the classics, like Peter Pan, Stitch, and then the adult cartoons. And Invisible's like an anime, isn't it? Sort of? Nah, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm sounding dumb. You all can correct me on all the things I'm dumb on. So I'm not the expert at this stuff. I completely forgot I put Jack Skeleton in there for a second there. Oh, man. But whatever. He doesn't even have a face. It's like, what happened? Back in the day, we used to have this as a really big problem. Where, like, the face scans wouldn't show up. You remember that? That was terrible. And it's gotten better on that. That's one thing that's gotten better over the years, is face scans. Or in this case, maybe they just, I don't know, it was damaged or something. But he's still doing good, being the fact he doesn't have an eyes or a mouth or a nose. Well, there he goes. So, you can only do so good blind in the Rumble. And, you know, Daredevil does pretty well, but it's difficult. And there goes Peter Pan. Yeah, Omni-Man's still in this thing. Stitch eliminates Ben 10. And there goes Captain Planet. He flies over the top rope also. Good counter there by Bravo. And Bravo in trouble. And number 26 is Owen from Total Drama. I've never seen Total Drama. I've heard nothing but great things. I believe Lucas made this one. He's a big Total Drama fan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. I don't know anything about the Total Drama characters, but I know not only Lucas, but a lot of you all like Total Drama. So. And Mordecai's in trouble. And good counter there. And number 27 is Peter Griffin. So we got some big guys in the last few. Oh my goodness, Owen just cannot get rid of Mordecai. And the spear, Omni-Man is all over the place here. Now, I don't think Invisible's an anime. No, I don't think it is. It might be. You can't tell on some of these things. SpongeBob is number 28. Boo! We all know that you all can't stand that I don't like SpongeBob, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to lie. I don't like the guy. I don't like him or Patrick. They both annoy me. I like Plankton, and I like Squidward. What do they have in common? They don't like SpongeBob. So... And look, oh my goodness, Peter Griffin. That's a big elimination. Big elimination, and my boy Bender is number 29 from Futurama. I love Bender. Bender's amazing. I will say this. I don't find Futurama as funny as everyone else does. But I do watch it because it's entertaining. I've seen like probably the first few seasons. And then I stopped. But I do think Bender and Dr. Zoidberg are funny. I do think they're funny. I cannot stand Zip. He's like the worst character ever. And the other characters are not funny, but it's still entertaining. And number 30 is Nigel Thornberry. Big old nose. Big nose Nigel. I would hate to see that man's boogers. His nose is so big. The Wild Thornberries. I remember that one. And look at Stitch here. What a DDT. And Johnny Bravo going after Nigel. And Mordecai. He's got Stitch on the ropes. Uh-oh, Johnny Bravo. Oh, Owen eliminates Johnny Bravo. So Johnny Bravo has been eliminated. And look at SpongeBob with the DDT there. And SpongeBob throwing in some shots on Nigel here. Wow. And Nigel going after Bender. And look here. And Stitch. Oh, man. Stitch may have been saved by Mordecai, who's doing really good. Mordecai's doing really good. Especially for his size. I mean, he's... Uh-oh. I may have said that too early, though. Yep. I jinxed him. He's done. And we are down to... Looks like 5 people here. Five people left in this Rumble. Who's going to win it? Hopefully not Nigel. Nigel's in trouble. And SpongeBob may have saved him. Nigel's number 30, so it's everyone versus 30. 30 cannot win, and Nigel has a low overall, so I don't see him winning this thing, but he still could. But he actually probably has the lowest overall of everyone in this. So... if they're 80 or higher, I don't bother with their moveset. And he was like 81 or 80. So, he's probably the lowest. And there goes Stitch. Man. So, I'm rooting for Bender. I'd root for Nigel if he wasn't number 30, but he is. And number 30's been eliminated, so we are now down to 3. 3 left in this Cartoon Rumble. And uh-oh. Owen. Oh no, don't get rid of Bender. Uh-oh. Owens and... well, they're going after each other. Uh-oh, SpongeBob. Oh, come on, SpongeBob. Don't do this to me. Don't eliminate Bender. Bender is a hunk of metal, so it's not going to be that easy. And look at Bender. Oh, nice move there. We're down to 3. Bender's throwing everyone around. And SpongeBob. Is he going to lift him out? He hasn't hit the weight room. Yes. Bender's still alive. I'm rooting for Bender. We're down to 3. And Bender's in trouble. Again by SpongeBob, and if Owen gets involved, uh-oh. He might not need to get involved. Come on, Bender. Yes! Bender refuses to leave. That's right. Punch that sponge. And look at Owen. I like this version of SpongeBob better, by the way, than the body one they do with the face as the body. I know the face as the body is more realistic, but then you start punching the hat. And I know it doesn't make sense to not have him as a square, but at the same time you have to be realistic here. And when someone's punching the hat, it's just not as good. This is a better version. And whoever makes this version does good every year. It's the same person that makes it. And, oh no! No! Bender has been eliminated and we are down to 2. Let's go, Owen. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. I know everyone's cheering him on in the chat. I'm not. And SpongeBob with the DDT there. And look at Owen. And Owen in trouble. Oh my goodness. You have got to be kidding me. SpongeBob wins. Of course. He is like my least favorite person. Of course he wins. Nobody else could have won. But guess what? He was number 28, and guess what 28's not going to be doing? Number 28 is not going to WrestleMania. You're not going, SpongeBob. It's done. You're not going. 5 stars? Come on. I know you all enjoyed it, so at least you all enjoyed it. And this was one of the most highly voted Rumbles. Everyone wanted this Rumble because of the cartoons, whether it be the adult cartoons or the Nickelodeon or the Disney. They just wanted cartoons, so I'm glad, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Correct me if I'm wrong on anything, because I'm not the expert on all this stuff. But overall, it was a good Rumble. I just didn't like the end, but I know you all did, so that's all that matters. I am Squidward, basically. So I'm not a fan of this character at all, but I will give it credit where credit's due. SpongeBob is an iconic character for cartoons, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for cartoons. I just do not prefer the show. I am Squidward. He annoys me. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you drop a comment. Those help a lot. Not just on the chat, but make sure you drop a comment. And I will see you all later. Thank you all.